The sun is coming up, so I thought maybe it's over there somewhere. Coming up really quick. I'm very excited. Nutrition 101 spot for today. I've decided that there's some really important concepts that you need to learn to understand how your body works. But so that I don't sound like Charlie Brown's teacher, wah, 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 then I'm just going to break it down into small little things for the next few days, because these are extremely important concepts. So I'm going to start with the end. I want you to understand that the cholesterol-rich foods that you put into your body are not the same kind of cholesterol that your liver makes from the sugar or carbohydrates that you put into your body. That kind of cholesterol is very damaging, and that is what causes heart disease. I'm going to help you understand that. Number one concept. When we eat sugar, and if you remember back to when Jim had the little diagram on his belly and down through his digestive system, that the sugar goes down into our body. Well, it's so tiny that it is absorbed through the small intestine. It doesn't have to go through all of the digestive thing. There's a one way that it goes. It's a one-way highway called the portal vein. That's not important, but that one-way highway, the sugar goes directly to the liver. As it goes down that highway, insulin joins it, and they meet together in the liver. And insulin tells the liver, you need to do something with this sugar. So tomorrow I'm going to tell you the 4 things that the liver does to sugar and how it benefits us and how it hurts us.
For today's exercise ditty, I'm going to talk about setting goals. They're important so you know what you're trying to achieve and how you're going to get there. You remember that the SMART goals, it's to where it's specific, measurable, attainable. Relevant is maybe a different term than you've heard before, and time-based. Now, the relevant applies more to your exercise and your fitness goals, meaning does it fit with what you're trying to accomplish? Usually people decide, I gotta lose weight, I better exercise. Okay, good idea, but let's make it part of a complete plan, one that's going to allow you to succeed and stay where you want to be. That's the crucial part. A goal that's just temporary, you're going to fall right back to where you were before. You don't want to do that. So make it a holistic goal, a goal that's going to include a lifestyle change. That's why we talk about that at Hardiness Approach. Too many people, too many plans, too many ways of losing weight aren't a complete lifestyle change. They don't alter what causes you to gain that weight, and before you know it, it returns. You've got to do something that's going to be enjoyable, something you can adhere to for the rest of your life, something that's going to make a difference and make you healthier and not cause other problems. So yes, set SMART goals, but also make it part of an overall plan that will help you succeed permanently. That's my exercise ditty for today.
I have 8 eggs in here. On tomorrow's vlog, we're going to show how to take these 8 eggs and make them into the best egg custard ever. So I have 8 egg yolks in here. They are room temperature. I'm just going to whip them together with half of 2/3, which is 1/3. The recipe calls for 2/3 of sugar, but I am not using 2/3 because I reduced my sugar. This is also a coconut sugar, so it will be darker than just if it was a white sugar. And then I'm adding a half of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There you go. Heat this all up. Now I have milk over on the stove heating up, and I'm going to slowly pour this in. All right, I'm going to slowly pour this in. Oh, look at that beautiful ribbon.
kind of pretty. There we go. I'm going to get all the stuff out of it. We don't want to make scrambled eggs. We just want to get it all mixed together. So I'm going to fill each one of these little ramekins like that. And then I have water that has been boiled in a big pot, and it is going to go inside of the container that these are sitting in. I didn't know how many this would need or whatever, so I'm just going to stop with these 4 right now and demonstrate how to do this. So I'm going to take this boiling water and very carefully pour it in here, and then it goes into a 325 oven that has been preheated for about 30 minutes. And you want to make sure that when you put your knife into the custard that it comes out clean. I'm actually going to put a little bit of nutmeg on the top of this. Because it has the coconut sugar in it, it makes it a little bit more of a, more like a maple wood rather than a vanilla, which is totally fine with us. And we will see how this all comes out. Okay, so I've got that all in there, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of nutmeg. Oh, so pretty. All right. And there it is in the oven. I'll set the timer for 30 minutes. So here these are. Aren't they so beautiful? And I can tell you, they are really tasty because I had some in another little bowl. And I mean, you want to talk about warm comfort food? It tells you to put them in the refrigerator and chill them for 3 hours. No way. They are going down the hatch. So this was a success. Vanilla custard with coconut sugar. Only half of what it called for though. Here are the egg whites that came out of those 8 eggs. There you go. See it right there. And those are going to turn into macaroons. Now with the egg whites, we're going to make coconut macaroons. So I have 8 egg whites here, and I'm going to whisk them with this. I'm just going to whisk them a little bit. This is not whisking, this is beating, but I just need it done a little bit. You don't want to make them, you know, stand on peaks and be meringue. That's not what we're trying to do. We want them to be nice and frothy. Nice and frothy. All right, so then we're going to take this. This is 4 cups of shredded unsweetened coconut. So I have 1/3 of maple syrup in here and 1/3 of honey. Nice and gooey. And then I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to put that all together in here so that it's mixed together well and it gets all of my coconut moist. And as soon as this is moist enough, then we fold it into this one. Because this is a bigger one, I'm going to pour it into this large bowl right here. And I think that's well. So now I'm going to take my egg whites and just fold it together. And then we're going to set this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes because we want it to all goo together. And the one thing I forgot to put in it was my vanilla. And that vanilla needed to be in there while it was mixing together. So I'll mix it together now. But that's what happens when you're a cook. You don't always get everything perfect. Oh, doesn't that look good? All right, so I'm putting these on here in little tablespoons full, and it is much stiffer right now after it's been in the refrigerator. It forms and holds together really well. So that's exciting. Beautiful. And now they're going to go into a 350 oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, let's see what they look like. Oh, wow, they're so pretty. There they are. I love them.